Hey everyone, it's Random Guy back with another video. Now I know this isn't the guide that I said I was gonna make next, but don't worry, the AFK Kerapack guide is coming out very soon. So today I'm gonna show you in detail how to easily make a golden party hat on a level 3 account. So get ready for some tips and tricks that might make this faster and easier for you. For those of you who are new to the channel, I do giveaways in about 95% of my videos. I'm actually giving away a golden party hat in the video down in the description below. So join that if you want a free party hat. So since I'm giving away, not including the golden party hat, about 6 bill a year, if you want in on any of that, make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit that bell icon so you don't miss any of them. If you're interested in about 730 mil a month that is not in these giveaways, the link to my Patreon is in the description below. I'm trying to help you guys out as much as possible. So with all that out of the way, say hello to Goldfat, my 35th alt. I had to make one because none of mine have level 1 in everything, so welcome to the team of alts that I touch probably about once every 6 years. You'll fit right in. So as you saw while I was talking, I was just doing just enough of the tutorial so I could go into the legacy interface mode because that's what I use on all my accounts because everything is always in the same exact place on every account. Just make things easier if you're running a lot of vaults like I do. So when I was done with that, I went to the GE to put an offer for a bond in at GE price and it didn't buy, so I took that time to run around RuneScape that I had available to me and get the lodestone so I could actually teleport when I was in member world so I wasn't wasting time there. And while I'm here, I just want to show something for Iron Men. If you're not an Iron Man, don't worry, but this will make the early combat levels for the combat shard a lot easier for you. So you go to Port Sarim, and from there you fast travel to Karamja, and on this side of the volcano there are a lot of imps. These imps will give you a very easy time getting the entry-level magic armor, so you can start off. So, my friend had a bond, because all about that pay-for-win life, so I bought one off of him since it wasn't buying on GE and I didn't have the patience. So, let's get into a member world. So now that we're in a member world, I immediately go back to get my Karamja teleport for something that I'll show you later on. But right when I'm done with that, I go and get the Taverley Lodestone and I start making my way to Ardoin while getting all of the Lodestones on the way. So now that we're at Ardoin, we pass it and go all the way to the Gnome Tree Stronghold. This is where we're going to get the support shard. So when you're here at the Gnome Tree Stronghold, go into the agility course and come to this spot. This spot is easily one of the best places that I can think of to get your support shard on an account with only 1 agility, since we don't have access to the agility bikes. So, since this net takes so much of your screen when you zoom all the way in, you can literally click without even needing to look, which is exactly what I did. I attached my wireless mouse, I looked at some Netflix, I held my mouse upside down, and just every couple seconds clicked, clicked, clicked. And yeah, by the time my movie was done, I almost had it. So yeah, pretty nice.
Eventually.
And there we go. Got the support shard. That's the worst one out of the way. Now, on to the next one. So now let's head back to GE and get that golden party hat shard from Nick, the shady trader. After that, I put an offer in for teak logs because those are the cheapest logs that you can burn in the entire game, other than proteins, obviously. Now you need 35 fire making to burn these, but I'll show you why I did not actually buy those when we get to that point. I just put these in now for them to buy over time. Alright, now that I bought those, I'm going right back into GE and I'm buying a couple Scrimshaws of Aggression. Now let's go get that combat shard. So without further ado, here is my big brain method. Or at least the start of it. We won't be staying here. So stay here until you're about level 18 or 20 in both magic and defense. And make sure you don't do what I did and actually bring some note paper for the grapes. It's actually pretty good money. Alright, now when you got your 18 or 20 in both magic and defense, come to the Lumbridge Catacombs. Yes, you'll have to do a very short quest to do it, but that's fine. Then when you come down in here, you could either stay where this guy is, the Hardcore Iron Man, or since that spot is always very populated on every world, I go to this spot instead. So here is where I get a little bit more in depth. So the first thing you do is you get your magic to level 30 so you can put on an air battle staff. And then get your defense to 30 so you can wear Batwing. Another thing you should know is to not use Dragon Breath here. As a low leveled account, yes, I know they're even more leveled than you are, but for some reason they still hit enough to bring you down in health. So you don't want aggroing a bunch of them at the same time. Now, the amazing part about the Scrimshaw of Aggression is that you can just turn it off and you'll leave combat and then you'll heal back up using your adrenaline and then you can just turn it back on and continue. So whenever you're low on health, just do that and you don't really have to worry about anything. And eventually, normally at about like 45, 40, about 40 defense, you won't have to worry about losing HP that much anymore, and you can put Dragon Breath back on, and it'll get even faster. But by the time you're 40 in a stat, then you should already almost have the shard by then.
2 hours later.
And there we go, got the combat shard. So now we're at 4. So let's go for number 5. So teleport back to Lumbridge, then go to the Lumbridge Academy, and hop to World 84. You don't have to go to GE to claim your teak logs that are in there. All you have to do is right click on the bank chest and claim them from there. And now for why I said to not buy logs and oak logs in the GE for this. If you have alts like this, then you have a main. Just chop logs on your main and trade them to your alt. The regular logs in this game are not even buying for 3k each, and it's not worth that. So just get your alt really quickly up to 35 fire making. It will not take long at all. Make and set down a divine tree location if you must. It doesn't really matter. And once your alt is level 35, then go to the portables over there and start AFK burning those teak logs.
$2,000 years later.
And there we go, Artesian Shard complete. So now I'm going to show you 2 possible next steps that you can do. So as you can see, we've gotten to number 10 on the Yak track. That is the end of Skill and Kill. Which means now you will have to do specific things to be able to get from 10 to 15, which is where one of our party hat shards is at. That is the reason why I left the Gathering Shard for last. Because the ones that we'll be doing all fall into the Gathering Shard, so you can get the shard while doing the Yak track. But if you're unluckier than me, which I really hope not, then I'm going to show you an easy way to get the Gathering one before worrying about the Yak track. So if you're not on level 10 on the Yak track, then follow me to Bob's Axes. For some reason, he sells pickaxes too. I guess it's because it has axes in the word. So what I do is I get a iron, steel, and mithril pickaxe, and then I head over to the Burthorpe mine, and I mine the copper or tin. And then when I get the levels to mine iron, I move to the iron rocks that are just southwest of the rocks that you're at. And that's where I am for my entire Gathering Shard. or at least until I hit level 10 on the Yak Track. Now, if you are doing some mining, make sure that you put the ore that you're mining on your action bar, so you could just press like Z, for example. Press Z and it will drop all of the ores in your inventory. That will make this so much better for you. Whenever you got a couple ores, just press and hold down Z or whatever keybind you want, and your whole inventory is empty again. So my computer decided to mess up, so I had to come back and show you guys this, so it won't look like the rest of the video. But on step 11, you can pick either runecrafting or divination. I picked divination. The reason why is because, unlike runecrafting, divination is in the gathering shard territory, so you can get that while doing this. So head over to Draenor and start at the level 1 divination spot until you're level 10. Then when you're at level 10, teleport to Falador and head east of the lodestone to the next divination area. And then when you're level 20, teleport to Varrock and run east all the way a little past Varrock, in between Varrock and the Archaeology Guild, and there will be, hopefully, the last divination spot that you will have to go to. I have never gotten to level 30 on an account doing this for the shard. I've always gotten it before 30. Alright, now we're on step 12 of the Yak Track, which is fishing. So as this whole video has implied, you're probably level 1 fishing. So it's going to tell you to go fish for crayfish, which is behind the church just next to the Lumbridge Lodestone. So come here and fish some crayfish. Now, you'll find out like I did that pretty soon into it, you'll stop getting progress towards the Yak Track. That is because as you go up levels, the fish that you need to catch to get progress in your Yak Track changes. So after this, it will become herring and sardines. And then after that, it'll just become herring. So once you're at the point where you get no more progress from fishing crayfish, then go get some bait. So here we go. I'm just getting the bait, and then I'm teleporting back to Lumbridge, and I'm running to the herring and sardines. Just keep running south past the graveyard, and you're there. And there we go. Just start fishing.
Three hours later.
Can you move it along? I'm all out of time cards.
And there we go. Just got the gathering shard. But I can't leave yet because I have to stay here to finish the Yak Track step. Alright, now that we're done with that step, the next step on the Yak Track is either prayer or skill and chill. Now, XP does not work like you might think it does with the Yak Track, and I can promise you prayer will suck because not all the XP you get counts. So I just would do AFK mining with the skill and chill again, just for AFK's sake. But if you're like me and always doing more than one account at the same time, then I skip that and I do task A on step 14, which is claim from the Secret Santa twice. I don't mind doing that because I can claim from it once, and then during the 2 hours that I have to wait again, that's 2 hours of me starting another character to start farming for shards. So I don't really mind losing out on that time. So that's pretty much it. The only other thing left is to finish the Yak Track, which after you do that one step, you can use your last Yak Track skip and you'll auto-complete number 15, which will give you the shard. And you can do the quest while waiting. Or if you're doing the skilling instead of waiting like I am, then you can just do the quest after that. I'm not putting the quest in here because if I did do the quest, then that would be a whole new guide just for the quests. So yeah, with only the quest shard and the Yak Track shard left, that's literally it. You're done. Have fun with a golden party hat. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you last this long, thank you for watching, and have a great day, guys. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and tap that bell icon so you don't miss any of my videos. Take care, guys. Peace.